What's up, guys? So we're back with another video. This was actually something that was supposed to be tacked on to the end of the last video I uploaded, but I ended up having enough rambled information with the Elon Musk story that I didn't really need to throw in anything else, so I figured I would take a little bit of extra time to go over this thing, and that is the Aquaman movie poster, the new official Aquaman movie poster. Yeah, that somehow made it through an entire studio of executives and not one person was like, damn, that looks like shit. So it's really no surprise that I haven't been a fan of the DC movie universe. And this is, I like DC Comics. I like a lot of the characters. There was a really big point, probably around the time that like the Blackest Night series was coming out with like Green Lantern and everything, that I was like super into DC over Marvel, especially in the comic book world. That's when like you had like Dark Knight coming out and like Batman Begins was fantastic. And then because I was such a fan of the Green Lantern comic books coming out at the time, I was super excited for the Green Lantern movie. Marvel was doing pretty decent. Iron Man had been amazing, but then, you know, like Thor, Iron Man 2, all that stuff had been a little bit more on the average side. And then Green Lantern came out and it was a fucking disaster. And it's just been this like steady trickle downward spiral. Not even trickle, it was a drop. It was like you get the Dark Knight right up here and it's like, yes, and then no. And that's really just continued on. I thought Justice League was absolutely terrible. I might make a video talking about some more specifics, but there is this really awesome like 40-minute video just breaking down everything that's wrong, or mostly everything that's wrong with the Justice League movie that it's by a guy named Nitpicks. I thought it was hilarious. And then you got Aquaman's portrayal in that movie, which a lot of people had an issue with. I think that there were a lot of problems there. I don't have an issue with Jason Momoa. I love Game of Thrones. He was a great Khal Drogo, but DC has just kind of created a situation where I feel I just can't support most of what they're doing. Wonder Woman was pretty good, but like it wasn't amazing. Wonder Woman was like on par with like some Phase 1 Marvel stuff. Wonder Woman would have been infinitely better if they had dropped the last act where Ares is actually there, and maybe she had just completely realized that people can do terrible things just because that's humanity, and it doesn't mean that they're any less worthy of being saved because there's also good people out there too. I would have been a way bigger fan of something like that. But either way, it wasn't a terrible movie, and that's like the shining, that's the little like, hey, they might know what they're doing in a sea of, holy shit, how did any of these get approved? And then, I know you can't judge a movie by a poster, but everything else I've already seen from Aquaman and DC as a whole is leaving me really worried for this solo story. This thing looks like a 9th grader made it. You get the same orca render, just like copy and pasted all over the place, a bunch of the same hammerhead sharks. This shark that's like right on the left, like I swear I've seen that exact image somewhere before. I am positive that I've seen that.
It literally uses stock images in the fucking poster. Literal stock images. Here, look at this. It's a Getty image. It's a fucking Getty image in this poster for this massive budget DC movie.
He kind of looks like he should be out of water. Like I almost had this feeling that originally he was on a rock outside of water and there might have been like a horizon or something behind him and maybe like a wave coming at him or something, but then they were like, nah, just shove him underwater. So this man is wearing blue jeans. This man is wearing blue jeans underwater, and people thought they were like leather pants because like the glow that they added to his blue jeans make it seem like it's leather. But you know, I went in, I did the deeper look, I blew it up, and they're blue jeans. Like his hair doesn't look like he's underwater. Like the whole thing is very odd. And it honestly seemed like they just wanted to copy and paste any like sea creature animal on there. So I gave him a little bit of a hand. I haven't had a chance to add the mosasaur in there yet, but like I got the essentials. Like this whole poster just screamed like someone's got a cousin who needed some work, is what this entire official poster looks like. It looks like a fan poster. And had I not known that it was the official poster, because it was posted from all of the official DC and Aquaman movie and social media accounts, I would have been 100% positive that this was like a fan poster, and I wouldn't say shit about it. So I'm pretty sure that the trailer for this movie is coming out tomorrow. I'll probably actually do a reaction to it because a lot of you guys seem to like it when I react to like different superhero stuff. I'm sure a lot of Aquaman fans are gonna hate what I say, unless it looks good. Like if it looks good, I will eat my words. I know they kind of did what Marvel's been doing and just getting like a smaller, less conventional director, very similar to what they ended up doing with Wonder Woman, and just kind of going in a direction that isn't typical for DC. Like it's not a Zack Snyder movie, so I'm just interested. Like there's a possibility it could be a good movie, and I will I'll give it the time of day. I think some people think I look for reasons to be negative about DC things, but it's just like, they're not good. They're just not. On the other end though, there's like a single still image that was released for Shazam that I think looks fantastic. Shazam isn't even one of my favorite characters, but if you don't know, Shazam is like a 14-year-old kid that gets the power of Shazam and turns into this big freaking Superman looking guy. And the colors just look so vibrant and cool. I'm a big fan of comic book movies that keep that vibrancy. I feel like DC just really went for that kind of like blue wash, toned down look, other than Wonder Woman, they went with like the yellow wash because it's like World War I, like I get it. That's usually what people do. But I'm such a fan of comic book movies that just keep that vibrancy. It's one of the main reasons why I love Kick-Ass so much is that for all the violences in there, the colors and everything is just so vibrant and comic booky that it's just a delight to watch. And I think that this is going to have the same feeling for the way that they're pushing those colors. Like that is a nice bright red. Like Spider-Man Homecoming did a really similar thing where they big contrasting colors, really amp them up, very vibrant, really cool to watch. So I'm kind of excited for it. And the one still image is like him drinking like a cola and his friend drinking it with him. And I'm pretty sure that is from one of the storylines where he goes in to actually buy alcohol, but then ends up coming out with just like a bunch of candy and pop. And it's such a wholesome moment. It's such a wholesome moment. So I'm really excited to see what happens with Shazam. So I'm not completely negative against DC. They do a lot of things I don't agree with. A lot of it probably comes down to like the decisions at Warner. And I know what those characters can be, but they just need to get better at like character development. That is their thing. They will develop characters in certain ways and then abandon any of that development in movies like the Justice League. So like everything that Wonder Woman seemed to learn and go through in her own movie was abandoned for Justice League, and they'll just write the characters to fit whatever story they're trying to tell instead of letting the characters they've built push the story forward. The continuity that you see in Marvel movies of how people act early on and the things that happen to them change how they act later on is something that DC is really struggling with. So I'm kind of hoping that they go more for this like self-contained story idea. I get why they need to make their extended universe where everything goes together and they need to compete with Marvel. I get that, but I just don't think they're doing the best job with it. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. This probably rambled on longer than I need to, but like, my God, when I saw that poster, I've been having a great time with it, but I still just don't understand how it got released. So let me know what you guys are thinking of it in the comment section down below. If you guys are excited for the movie, if you're excited for the teaser trailer that's coming out, what do you guys think of Shazam? I know a lot of people think it looks stupid, but I think it'll be dumb fun, or maybe just good fun. So thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. We'll catch you all later.